Hello everyone. Today we'll see how to set up version control on the ADFs and create CI/CD pipelines for the same. So for that, here is my Azure account. I have created 4 resource group as of now. So there are 2 regions that I'm considering as of now. One is APAC, one is US region. For each region, I have created 2 resource group. One is dev for dev resource group and one is prod resource group. Okay, and in each resource group I have created data factory. Okay, so for every resource group you will see the data factories, particular data factories in those regions. One is APAC, Southeast Asia, and one is US, East US region. Okay, now we'll go through one of the data factories. In this data factory, let me open it. Meanwhile it opens, we'll see our DevOps project. This is our DevOps project. For this project, I have created one repo. Here is the repo D365 ADF repo. In this repo, there are currently 3 branches. One is a main branch, in which I have applied some branch policies to prevent changes, direct changes, or and I also logged the main branch. And the other branch is develop branch, in which developers will commit their changes. And one is ADF publish branch, which will be used by our ADFs to publish the ARM templates. Okay, and no one can directly commit to main branch because it is logged and branch policy has been set up. So in order to make changes to the main branch, you have to create a pull request. Okay, our data factory is open. In this data factory, I have configured this data factory with our this project and this project's repo. So you can see that project name is the same, repository is ADF, collaboration branch I've set as main, and the publish branch is ADF underscore publish, and the root folder in which our data, ADF pipelines will be stored in repo, it is this. So let me open the main branch and show it to you. You can see when I go to main branch, there are 2 folders. One is for APAC region dev data factory, one is for US region dev data factory. So all the pipelines and all the data of these data factories will be stored in this. Okay, so this is our git configuration. Let me show you the pipelines in this. So there are currently 2 pipelines, and we can also see the branches mentioned similar to the branches in this repo. There are 2 branches, main and develop, and one ADF publish branch. So any developer will make changes in the develop branch. Okay, now about the CI/CD part. So this is, I've created configuration, git configuration to these ADFs, like for dev APAC dev data factory, and similarly for US dev data factory. I've created git configuration. So this is our version control. Now we'll go to CI/CD, continuous integration, and deployment of this. So as you can see, there are four resource group. So we have to deploy uh, pipelines from dev data factory to prod data factory. For this, I have created build and release pipelines. So when we go to pipelines, you can see there are two pipelines. One is named as APAC Dev ADF. One is US Dev ADF. So this pipeline will collect the ARM templates from ADF publish branch and store it as an artifact. And after this build completes, let me show you this pipeline. So in this pipeline, it will collect the templates from ADF publish branch, and it will collect all the necessary scripts, and it will store it as an artifact. And after that, I have created release pipelines, and these release pipelines are created in such a way, like if that the build pipeline completes, this pipeline will get triggered. Okay, so I can also demonstrate this whole workflow. So for that, let me start with APAC region. I will make some changes in APAC data factory, dev data factory, and you can see that all the pipelines will trigger automatically. So here I am in APAC dev data factory. For you, I will create a new pipeline. Here's my new pipeline. I will give the name as P1. I will add one activity like wait activity to this data factory. And okay, so this is our pipeline. This we are making changes in develop branch. We cannot directly make changes in main branch. It will create an error. Okay, so I saved this pipeline. Now there are changes in develop branch. So to make changes in main branch, we will create a pull request. So you will see now all the workflow of pull request, how this works. So this is our pull request, the pulling from develop into main. Okay, now uh, we know we need to, okay, I will create that pull request. So I have created some, added some policies for pull request to in the main branch. So we need some checks like work item must be linked, comment must be resolved, we must approve this pull request, some approvers must approve. So first I will create one work item to link with this pull request. So I will open work items and quickly create one work item for this. So in this work item we can write, we are working in APAC region pull request. I'm just naming it just okay. So this is our task that I created. Now I'll reload this page. After this, we can add that work item here. This is our work item that added. Now all record checks succeeded. Just we need to approve this pull request. So I approved this pull request. Now we can complete this merge. We are using currently a simple merge. Now I'm completing this merge. It is processing. Let's see. It is still loading. Okay. It is completed. Let me close this. Okay, now we come back to our data factory. Now let's see if the changes are showing in main branch or not. So you can see that P1 is now displaying in main branch. Okay, so our pull request worked. Now I can publish. We can come to main branch, and now we can publish these changes. When I click publish, ARM templates will be generated, and then it will be pushed to our ADF publish branch. ADF publish branch. Let me show where is ADF publish branch. Okay, in our repo, there is ADF publish branch. There are specific folders for each data factory. So, okay, what is the status? It is generating ARM templates and saving them in Git in ADF publish branch. Okay, I think that process is completed. Now, let's see if our pipeline is triggered or not. You can see that our build pipeline is triggered for APAC region, where we made changes in APAC region and published the changes into our ADF publish branch. So it automatically now our build is successful. We can see that here our build is successful. In our build, one artifact is created which will contain all the ARM templates, one artifact for pre and post deployment script. Now we come to releases. You can see that APAC ADF release is triggered with the name with release 3. Okay, it is automatically triggered since the build pipeline is completed. It is automatically triggered. Now it is pending for our approval. Now if I approve this deployment will start, and in this deployment the dev ADF ARM template will be deployed to prod region. So we can see all the process happening. So our first step was to download the artifacts. These two artifacts have been downloaded. Now pre-deployment script is running. Pre-deployment script, what the pre-deployment script does is it will disable all the triggers, and it will do all the necessary tasks that is required before the deployment to the prod region, and it will disable the triggers. And now this process is ARM template deployment for APAC prod region. It is also completed. Now post deployment script is running that will re-enable the triggers and do all the necessary things. Actually, this pre and post deployment script I've I referred it from the Microsoft docs that are provided openly by the Microsoft. We can also check that if I have the link for that. Let me check. Yeah, let me open this in new tab. Okay, our script is successful. Okay, so our APAC prod deployment is successful. We can also check this. Let me open my APAC regions prod data factory. Okay, so you can see that I am following this document provided by Microsoft to follow all the steps of CI/CD and It also provides sample pre-post deployment script. So I am directly using this script. Okay. So now here we are, APAC regions prod data factory. Let me see if changes are made or not. You can see that our new pipeline P1 is here. So similarly, I can show you similarly for the US region also, but it will be a similar process. You can see that it is successfully working for APAC region. I can replicate the same thing for US region, and I've did it. I've created the pipelines. You can see here's the pipeline for US region, and this is the release pipeline for US region. Okay, so I think I have successfully uh, uh, successfully demonstrated CI/CD, but some problems might occur. I don't know. Currently, it is working fine. I've used dummy pipelines to demonstrate this. Created dummy pipelines in ADF, and it is working fine. I'm totally following this document provided by Microsoft step by step, and I'm successful in doing this. It is working totally fine, no errors, nothing. You can see the structure. I can show you these branches, like the branch policies that I applied in main. May require minimum number of viewers, required linked worked items. I have limited merge type to squash merge and basic merge, and some other. Okay, that was it. Thank you.